For those of you who get pissed off because a kid says a prayer in school, here's a school that actually hosts a church on Sundays. Think about that. So, this is about 30 minutes after that last video I did about the sign showing the Radiant Church is now at that high school. I've been driving around for about 30 minutes, and I've been thinking about that, and I've actually seen where a church is burned down and the community decides to lease the school auditorium near it for, you know, a few months while a church gets rebuilt. I understand that. I understand that when a tornado plows through somewhere, that when a tornado plows through somewhere, you kind of want to, you know, help people out when they're down. So if a church gets hit by a tornado, you let them use public facilities, you know. I understand that. It's built by the community, and many of the community members go to the church, you know. It's their money both ways, kind of. So you just give them a little bit of use of it until they get their feet back on the ground. So now the problem I'm having here is that there is no tragedy, you know. And if it's just a matter of expansion of the Radiant Church, then, you know, they can do like the Mormons or the Catholics do and just have different times for Mass until they can build another building and have another church somewhere else, you know. They don't need to be using public grounds. But after 30 minutes of driving, I came across this church, and I'm going to drive around it so you guys can see that there's no reason for them to be needing to use a public high school, because this is the Radiant Church right here. This is Saturday night. They've got something going on, but it's a huge, huge church. Okay? They've even got buses. Why do they need to use public buildings to spread their church? You know, they can just have people come at different times. You know, there is no renovation going on there. They're obviously using the church tonight on Saturday, but yet they're going to have a service on Sunday at a nearby high school. And I'll do the math on Google Maps when I get home, just to show you guys how close that high school is to this church, and that it wouldn't really be a problem for them, especially seeing as they have buses. You know, if anyone was too far away, if the few miles that it is that I've traveled are too far away, you know, they could send that bus out. And there's plenty of churches between here and there. Let me tell you, there's no shortage of churches in Colorado Springs. So that's my 2 cents on the matter. So I got home and I calmed down a bit, and then I looked up on Google the distance between Vista Ridge High School and the Radiant Church that is running services in the high school, and it is 7 miles. Pretty much part of the same suburb as well. I did a little bit more digging because I was really wondering how this could happen in a public high school. I did some digging, found out that Vista Ridge High School is actually a sort of charter school that is run by a company in Texas called Leander Independent School District. So they're not really part of the Colorado Springs Public School District. They do still get public funding, but this does
create a little bit more of a gray area. You know, if the thing that happened to Damon Fowler in Louisiana when he complained that he did not want a prayer in his graduation because he was an atheist, if something like that happened in this high school that does get public funding, but they are a charter school, which is privately run, you know, could a student say, hey, I don't want a full choir from Radiant Church showing up at my graduation and singing Christian hymns? I think the answer is probably no. The privately run school can do pretty much whatever they want as long as they produce the goods, which is good scores on tests, on standardized tests, and getting kids into college. They will continue to get their public funding and their charter school funding and their vouchers. So I wrote an article about it, and you can read the rest of what I found. Link in the description bar.